Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your June love reading. This is going to be for the first half of June. So check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign that is directly linked to your love and relationships, Cancer, because not all messages will resonate with every single Cancer out there. So Cancer, this is going to be for the first half of June till about mid-June, June 15th, around that week. So I'm going to be also releasing a mid-month June love reading as well. So this is going to be for the first half of June. Cancer, you could have already been dealing with this, or we'll be dealing with this a little bit farther past the mid-month. So for my Cancers, spirit in love, for Cancer in love for the first half of June, for my Cancers. Cancer in love for the first half of June. All right, Cancer. Your first card out here is we have Trust. This is the Fool. This is Aries energy. Your next card out here is we have Observe. This is the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. And we also have Rebuild. This is the Tower. That is going to be Capricorn, Scorpio energy. So Cancer, it looks to me like you are going to be having a change of perception in your love life for the first half of June. Possibly you have already dealt with this, but I feel as though it may be happening with this eclipse that we're having as well. I do feel as though Cancer, there was a way that you were seeing your life and going about your love life that possibly wasn't serving you anymore, or serving the people that you were dealing with as well. I feel as though Cancer, you are having an extreme shift in consciousness towards your love life, which is very good to see. I do feel as though this is a tower moment to your perception that is going to really catapult you onto this new beginning in love, that possibly you were stuck on how to move forward with this person, or this person was stuck on how to move forward with you, Cancer, and now all of a sudden by mid-month they are unstuck and they have an idea. So let's get some tarot on this, Cancer, because we just have all major arcanas here actually too. So this is very, very strong energy as well. So for Cancer in love, spirit for Cancer, can I please have 6 cards for my Cancers in the first half of love for Cancer, the first half of June for love. All right, Cancer. So your first card out here is we have the 9 of Swords. Your next card out here is we have the King of Swords. And we also have Death. We have the 2 of Wands. Oh. We have the 3 of Swords. And we have the King of Cups. Wow, Cancer. So it looks as though someone has possibly gone cold on you and caused you a bit of anxiety. We do have a lot of Swords energy here. I feel as though either there was an imbalance here in this union. Possibly someone was having a lot more anxiety than the other person. Possibly that this anxiety was happening, Cancer, because of the other person being so detached from your energy. I feel as though it caused you a lot of pain, Cancer, and I feel as though there's going to be a transformation to this person's energy where they are going to be now sitting in the King of Cups opposed to the King of Swords. And I feel like that is where the shock that is coming here. Cancer, if this is not you feeling anxiety over someone else, possibly you were the one causing someone to have anxiety, being very extremely detached from them, feeling stuck on how to move forward. Possibly you turned your back on them, or they turned their back on you, or maybe that's what it felt like, Cancer. Maybe it felt like they turned their back on you and they chose a new route, and they just left you here with anxiety, pain, and not knowing how to move forward, causing you to go into this King of Swords energy where you are just not having it, not wanting to deal with anybody. And I feel as though for a lot of you Cancers as well, this could be that someone was being extremely King of Swords energy towards you, possibly because they don't want to get hurt or they have been hurt in the past. And I feel as though it caused you a lot of anxiety, Cancer, and possibly someone turned their back on somebody at one moment where they kind of just weren't giving as much to this union as they were before, which was causing the other person to have extreme anxiety. So whether this is you, Cancer, or the other person, someone went cold and kind of just left the other person just with anxiety and pain. And I feel as though, Cancer, it left you in this feeling of feeling stuck. This person was also in this feeling of feeling stuck as well because of this Hanged Man energy. But I feel as though Cancer, there is going to be a shock and a transformation to this person's energy where they are going to start coming in as the King of Cups. And I feel like it's just going to be like this big change where you were just like, well, why did you have all of this energy towards me before? You know, but that's because this person went through a Hanged Man moment where they were upside down and then they turned right side up. You see how he has that rainbow coming out of his crown chakra there? That is the King of Swords having that awakening to transform into the King of Cups. So Cancer, whoever is the more detached person here who possibly caused the other person to have hurt, I feel as though they are the ones that are transforming into really being this King of Cups energy, to being understanding and empathetic. Possibly, Cancer, this could be you because it does give me that crab-like energy where one moment you are being extremely detached in your shell, and then the next moment you are this person that is like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been like that, or vice versa. This could be towards you, Cancer, as well. Possibly someone was just being extremely detached from you. And I feel as though when June comes into its mid-month, or possibly you guys have already dealt with this as well, but I feel as though the switch up for this person is coming, and I feel like it's going to be unexpected. They possibly will tell you something where you're just like, whoa, I didn't know you felt that way about me, because how could I know that you felt that way about me when you were hanging out in all of this energy causing me pain and anxiety? So there seems to be a tower moment and a perception change for your person here, Cancer. Or this is you having that change where it's just like, wait, I love my Cancer. Where am I going? So it's extremely interesting here because you have like just this such hurt, this very hurt and this very feeling of anxiety and anxious feeling. And I feel like a lot of you Cancers, possibly this is you who were hurt in the past and kind of built this wall of like, I'm not letting anybody in. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to let love in because I don't want to deal with being hurt and having anxiety again. I'm going to turn my back on love and I do not want to even deal with it right now. But Cancer, someone is going to come into your vicinity, possibly a water sign. This is a message for others of you who are meeting a new person, because I do feel as though, Cancer, this energy could be you who got hurt and burned in the past, where now you're just like swearing off love. All of a sudden, someone comes in with this King of Cups energy that changes your perception. So let's get more cards on this, Cancer, because we have a couple different ways to read this, but nonetheless, it looks as though there is a huge perception change happening to whoever was really extremely closed off, Cancer. So you'll know if you were the one who was extremely closed off or vice versa. But it's like for this person to go to the King of Swords to the King of Cups, those are complete opposites. So that's why it would cause this feeling of shock, feeling of transformation, feeling of a death of the old person, because of how fast this person changes. Possibly this is a lot of you. This shocking moment is not going to happen until at least mid-June, because this is coming at the end of the reading. But I do feel as though energy-wise, possible air sign. Why can't I think of air signs? Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a possible water sign who would be Cancer, you, Pisces, or a Scorpio. I am getting heavy Scorpio energy because of the death card to the Tower, because death is ruled by Scorpio. So possibly you are dealing with Scorpio, or you have heavy Scorpio in your chart, Cancer. But that's where it's coming through, is that this whoever is doing this, they're taking on this scorpionic energy where they're just transforming into the King of Cups, when it's kind of like, well, why did you have to sit into the King of Swords energy for so long and hurt me and cause me all this anxiety? And possibly for some of you, this person even turned their back on you for a moment. And then their return back is kind of like, wait, what? Or I feel as though for some of you, Cancers, you turned this way. You turned cold because of the hurt and the anxiety you felt in the past. You turned your back on love. You said, I'm going to focus on something else. Someone possibly is going to come in for you and shake that foundation up. They're going to be like, hey, Cancer, possible it could be a water sign, or possible it's just because of how heavily this energy is going to come towards you. But they're just going to be like, hey, Cancer, I want to love you. And Cancer, you're sitting in this energy where it's like, hold on, but I don't want to love anyone yet. But Cancer, this person's going to rock your world. They're going to come in differently. They are going to come in with a shock. Or vice versa, you're doing this to someone, Cancer. Don't forget, energies can go vice versa. So let's get some more cards out for you, Cancer. Spirit, can I please have 6 more cards to clarify these tarot for Cancer? So let's get more in depth on this story. For my Cancers, for the first half of June. For Cancer, for the first half of June. For Cancer in love, Spirit, for Cancer in love. All right, Cancer. On top of that 9 of Swords, we have the 9 of Cups. On top of this King of Swords, we have the 10 of Cups. All right, on top of the Death card here, we have the Emperor, possible Aries energy. Wow, this person changes. Oh my gosh. All right, underneath the 2 of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups. Underneath this 3 of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands. And underneath the King of Cups, wow, the Fool again. We have a lot of Aries energy coming out here for you, Cancer. I also feel as though this is an extremely big change. Like, I felt that already with Death, with the Tower, but oh man. If you have Cancer, if you are talking to an Aries or dealing with an Aries, or anything along the lines that has to do with an Aries. Possibly you have Aries in your chart. Go check out that reading as well, because I have the Emperor here, which is Aries, and now we have the Fool twice, which is also belonging to Aries. So we have the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Cups. So this is showing me that in the past, this person has really gone back and forth with you, which is explaining to me why we have this Knight of Wands to the Three of Swords as well. I'm going to grab this pair too so I can switch back and forth. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Cups, this person caused you extreme anxiety sometimes, but extreme satisfaction. So when it was bad, it was like the world is over, but when it was good, it was like I'm on top of the world, which causes this energy, which causes the feeling of conflict as well as hurt, because we have the Three of Swords being clarified by the Knight of Wands, which is showing me in and out hurt. So one feeling hurt 1 second and then not, and then having faith again and then feeling hurt again. So possibly this could have been your expectations, but I do feel as though it could have been this person's energy of sitting in this King of Swords to the Ten of Cups, because this person looks at you, Cancer, as someone who they could have extreme emotional fulfillment with, someone who is like their wish, even someone who they can have it all with, but their actions have proved otherwise. Their energy were proving otherwise. So it looks like a little psychological mess here, especially with those two nines. You have like the extreme 9 of feeling extremely anxious, and then you have the other 9, which is extreme happiness. So it's kind of like this relationship was going back and forth with being like, we're super good, and to now it's just like, well, what's going on? And I feel as though that's what caused this union to possibly be stuck for a moment. And I feel as though this stuck energy, someone or both of you turned your back on, and we're kind of contemplating on, what do I do with my emotions? Who do I give them to? What am I doing? Is this person for real? Like one moment I'm like in my head going crazy. The next moment I'm like in love with them. Like, what's going on? Why do I feel this way? You are choosing the path of figuring that out. So I feel as though we do have counterpart here. Soulmate energy of Queen of Cups, King of Cups. So possibly this is a soulmate of yours. I do feel as though for a lot of you as well, I'm just going to point it out. You don't have to take this message if it doesn't resonate. It could be two people coming for you as well, which is causing you the anxiety and the extreme wish fulfillment. Possibly there is a King of Swords energy here that you really find extreme wish fulfillment with, or that you've always wanted in the past that was constantly causing you hurt. And you may have this new energy of this King of Cups here, that if this King of Swords returns, it's kind of causing you this anxious feeling of like, well, what am I going to do? Because I have this energy here. That's only for some of you who already know what these energies are and possibly could be dealing with two people. But for a lot of you, I'm seeing this King of Swords energy just have this huge perception change where he changes into being like this in and out hurtful energy, where one moment it's great, one moment it's not, one moment he wants to hang out, or she, and then the next moment it's just like you don't exist. There's a change to that coming in the beginning of June. In the first half of June, there is a change to this. This person is going to be making a huge transformation where they are going to be sitting in the King of Cups energy. And this transformation, like, we have death to the Emperor. So it's kind of something that's just going to come strong, like out of nowhere, which would actually explain why you have the Tower in one of your bigger cards here, and why we have all majors here, because it's like you have the Fool, you have a new beginning on the horizon, but you also have this extremely stuck energy where one person, or possibly both of you, but I am feeling it's just one of you, that's just really being like too wishy-washy, and possibly you went cold on them, Cancer, or they went cold on you, or Cancer, you went cold on them and they in turn went cold on you, causing you that, like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be the one that's mad. And that causes the shock here, you know, because that could happen too. It could go a lot of different ways. But I feel as though, Cancer, for you, there is just this unexpected change in someone where, you know, they're going to express their love for you, Cancer, in a whole different way, because we do have the Fool here twice. This is new energy, and I just feel as though you are possibly going to not know, I don't feel like you don't, I feel like you're going to know how to navigate this. It's going to be a shock and something that's a bit unexpected, but I feel like it's also going to bring you a sense of satisfaction as well. So if this is the same person, if you're resonating with that energy, this is that same person that has you in the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Cups, they possibly have pulled back from you and stopped talking to you, went quiet, went stuck, started being extremely stagnant. By June's mid-month area, I feel as though there's going to be a change. They're going to be coming back around, and they are just going to be different. And for some of you Cancers, you guys might be like, well, where was this where was this before, when I was having extreme hurt and anxiety? But I feel like a lot of you Cancers are going to possibly take this person in with open arms if you do feel as though that strong connection with them as well, because like I said, we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. For my singles, like I said before, the ones who feel like they have sworn off love, sworn off relationships, sworn off giving their emotions to anyone, because remember, this is not just one person transforming for every single Cancer out there. I do feel as though there is someone you are going to meet that is your counterpart. Possibly you met them already and maybe you weren't letting them in, and maybe they give you a little bit more effort by mid-June. But for a lot of you, this could be a whole new energy as well who's coming in for you, and they're coming in heavily, and they're coming in the right way. They're coming in an Emperor way and a King of Cups way. They are emotionally mature and they know how to stand in their power. They have a little bit of fire in them, but they have that energy of being a leader, which is great. So I do feel as though, Cancer, you are just possibly, if this is not you, because remember, Cancer, this could be you who was extremely detached from a union, and then all of a sudden you have this huge awakening and you're like, wait, I really like this person. I need to have a second chance with them. I need a new start with them. I need a new start, because the one that was before, that I was causing them satisfaction and then extreme anxiety, it just wasn't working. And possibly you went cold on someone, Cancer. Possibly you were the in and out energy on somebody, and you are coming to this awakening that you need to change, and you need to rebuild this union in a better way, in an Emperor way and in a King of Cups way, opposed to that feeling of not wanting to give too much. Maybe, Cancer, maybe you were just sworn off of love and you just didn't want to give too much of your emotions, you know, and possibly you detached from this person. This person detached back from you, caused you a bit of a shock because you didn't expect them to just give up as well. Possibly you have the change of perception where you are just like, hold on, this is my person. What am I doing? Okay? So this is not you swearing off love, Cancer, and then being shocked with this new energy coming in for you. This is that person who really messed with you, who really had you stuck, or was being stagnant towards you and being distanced towards you, returning back. Remember, it could go vice versa. But Cancer, nonetheless, you have something unexpected coming your way the first half of June. Possibly some of you Cancers are expressing yourselves in a whole new way, or you're having somebody express themselves in a way towards you that you were just not expecting. Wow. So let's get 3 cards for you, Cancer. And it's crazy because you didn't expect this because of this energy here. Because with those double 9s going back and forth, that could really mess with someone's head. So, all right. Let's get 3 Moonology cards for you, Cancer. We have an eclipse happening on June 5th, today. Well, depending when you watch this, it possibly could have already passed. So let's get some Moonology cards for some further guidance for love for my Cancers. For the first half of June, we are also in retrograde season as well, and we will continue to have more eclipses, so just keep that in mind. Cancer. All right. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's happening here. Wow. Believe in the impossible blue moon. Yes, Cancer, I'm telling you. There's just some... I'm getting a really big vibe of someone just swearing off love or just swearing off this person. And then all of a sudden, it's like a huge perception mindset change. Where it's just like, no, that is my person. Or no, I need to open myself up to love because of this energy that is coming into my life. Wow, Cancer. We also have communication is key, new moon and Gemini. And we also have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. A beautiful energy here, Cancer. So don't give up on what you are doing. Don't give up on if you are that person who's just like, yeah, I'm the one who's swearing off love. I don't think anybody's coming in for me. Believe in the impossible. Because your hard work is paying off. What you have been putting into yourself is paying off. Remember that communication is key. Communicating and understanding is most important in these moments. So, Cancer, you know, if you're the person who went cold on someone and then are deciding to just be like, hey, what did I do? I'm sorry. I want to sit in this energy now. I want a new beginning with you. And your hard work will pay off, Cancer, if this is you. But for others of you that you don't even expect that this person who went cold on you or this detached energy could possibly ever express themselves, Cancer, believe in the impossible. Vice versa. Cancer cross watchers who don't expect their Cancer to possibly have any type of mindset change, perception change, or even that change just to get out of that detached energy. Cancer or Cancer cross watcher, believe in the impossible. This is a blue moon here. So that gives you the signification of that saying of once in a blue moon. So Cancer, this person having this mindset change, or for my Cancers that are meeting a whole new energy coming in, this is a once in a blue moon type of thing. And it needs to be embraced that way. And it doesn't mean that Cancer, oh, well, so that means that this person who treated me all wrong and messed me up inside, like I have to bring them back. No. You don't have to. But this is something that you didn't expect. This is something that you probably would have thought would have been impossible for this person to ever be less detached from you. But nope. Cancer, someone is coming in for you, and they're coming in heavily. They're coming in with a shock. They are coming in with fire energy. They are coming in with, I'm getting Scorpio energy too. So possibly Scorpio, possibly we do have the counterpart of a water sign. So it could be a Pisces as well, or a fellow Cancer. We also have... not really seeing any earth energy. Yeah. I see fire energy, I see water energy, and I see I see I see air energy as well, but the air energy is coming through as being very heartbroken and being very hurt over. So a lot of thoughts that were very detrimental to your mind, and just this person just being in this King of Swords energy. Because I just want to point this out one more time, because this King of Swords energy being clarified by the Ten of Cups, it's like a big change, a big tower moment. So someone's expressing something to you, Cancer. It's either this person who has gone cold on you and really were just very stuck on how to move forward. Possibly, Cancer, this is you having that mindset change, that perception change, coming towards someone, shocking them. You are possibly having the transformation. But for others of you, this is that person who was just a little bit detached from you, and you just like had no idea why they were being like this, and their in and out energy was causing you a lot of pain, but it was causing you to feel satisfied as well, because you were anticipating their return. So when they weren't returning, it was just kind of like anxiety, anxious feeling. And you know what? Possibly, Cancer, they are going to express themselves to you in a whole new way, and it's going to help you feel like, okay, like the work and the effort that I did put into this person wasn't for anything. They were able to get the mindset change. What you do with their tower moment, with this unexpected change, is all up to you, Cancer, on how you want to move forward with this. So thank you for watching, Cancer. Leave me a comment down below, and if you would like to book a private reading, you can send me an email, or you can follow me on Instagram and send me a direct message. So thank you for watching. Bye, Cancer.